And you are welcome. Well, it's a Monday, but not just a regular Monday. It's a holiday Monday.
Yes, indeed. We're going to be here with you all the way to, for about 1 hour, 45 minutes.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and we're going to be making sure that your holiday starts off the right way.
Now, usually Mondays are that day you're looking, well, not really looking forward to. They're like the Desmond Elliott of all days. Maybe like the flat wheel in the morning when you want to get off to work. But this Monday is different because the vibe is, well, hey, it's a holiday. And we've been up all weekend trying to make sure that we have the right plan to set your week off right.
And you know someone we could call to find out what we're going to do today? Mike Messikeno.
Oh, yeah.
You can call Mike. You better call Mike.
What's good, what's good?
We are all right, man.
Everybody,
we can't wait for the topics today, Mike.
Everybody's chilling at home this Monday morning, of course. A public holiday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're good. We're here. We're about to have a great show.
What did you spend your weekend doing? Were you at or just
I was somewhere close. Somewhere close. That's it was a cool time to move out, but I think it was peaceful for the most part.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, this Monday set aside as Democracy Day was only just on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a continuation of the celebration. So let's know exactly how you spent yours, what you're going to be spending this Monday doing. Welcome once again. It is Wake Up Nigeria.
Mondays are sometimes a little dreary, but not to worry. We are going to make sure you get that unpopped corn set in your popcorn box. And, well, I'm going to be making sure that I chill today. You know, the kids are at home.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that by the time I get home, it's going to be scattered. So I'm going to make sure that this is my chill start to the day. So by the time I get home, I know I'll start tidying up. Well, but hopefully your home is not going to be as upside down as mine is.
Don't worry.
And you're going to be celebrating with us in the right kind of way.
Yeah, well, hey, we're ready to share that hype with you here. That's what we're here for every single time. You guys need to just sit back, relax, and get ready for quality television. Now, let's recondition your mindset for the new week with our little Monday morning nuggets. Now, when life hits you with a holiday Monday, grab it, mix it up, and make it the Fridayest Monday that ever did to Monday.
I don't know where that came from, but it sounds doable. And I approve this message.
Thank you very much. After all, hey, if you strip all the names off of every day, you're just left with regular days. So make it whatever you want it to be. That is what I have for you this morning. Welcome. It is Wake Up Nigeria. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on all your posts on social media. We will be waiting to read from you.
My name is Titilaya Onyison.
And of course, my name is Mazino Appeal.
Tune to this show from anywhere across the world. Just make sure you have our mobile app available right there in your phone. Just download from either Google Play or iOS. And of course, once you're following us on social media, you won't miss a thing.
Yes, indeed. Now, let's tell you what we have coming up today.
We have the required motivation for the new week. Nkem Ofonago, a certified senior professional in human resource. He's going to be helping us understand something about the work-life harmony. That's going to be the discussion. We're going to be making sure that we dispel all those myths about work-life balance in the best way possible.
SME will be joined by CEO of Drift Autos Limited. Oh, I think I know this guy, of course. Africa's premium car aesthetics professional. Yeah, it's unfortunate I didn't drive today. I would have asked.
Yeah.
Well, what a weekend, guys. You are welcome to the Fridayest Monday that will ever Monday.
See, like, I always used to have not be very happy when public holidays I had to work, but now I think it's the best time to work.
Yeah.
If I could have any other day to just chill at home and work during a day like this.
Saner atmosphere.
Saturday was the best. Like,
was it?
I went to Island and back. I was like, are you a ghost? I was like, oh, where is the road? I wish Lagos was like this. And there was something my friend said. He said, if Lagos was like this, we won't be making money here.
Why?
Well, population. Money comes with where there's some kind of population. So it was like very free. And you know, it was funny because it seemed like as though there was an official statement that there should be no movement, which was not the case.
People were just trying to be careful.
Just trying to be careful.
But then the thought of Democracy Day and how people spent it or what people spent it thinking about, you have to ask yourself, democracy, what does it mean to you, and exactly who has been the most instrumental in making democracy happen or even continuing the struggles? I would say for me it would be Fela Kuti. Because I think that Fela found a way to actually marry entertainment and advocacy, and his legacy still lives on as everybody's using that as a template to continue.
I love that you mentioned this. I love it. I remember his son, who is it now?
Fela, sorry, Femi?
Not Femi, what's his name now? Sheon, who was talking about how he gets angry when every iteration at every level they say this person's the next fella. He said it happened with the band, it's happening with whiskey, with Burna Boy. So look, man, what they pick is the other aspects. The advocacy has not seen anybody that has picked it up that way, and it's nice. You should mention this.
The challenge I have is having advocates online. And just doing the advocacy online on your phone. And, you know, sometimes it's about a lot more than that. But there's no time to talk about that as of right now.
And welcome. It is a Monday, even if you're at home or relaxing and everything. But the news, well, it keeps on going. Let's bring you the news now. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, let's let you know that an armed robbery attack has been foiled by operators of the Niger Police Force in Zamfara State. The standoff, which took place earlier yesterday along Gusau Sokoto Road near Dogong Cafe in Bakura LGA, led to a killing of many bandits who engaged the police for about 4 hours. According to a statement signed by the state police spokesman Mohammed Shehu, said the robbers planned to rob innocent commuters of their valuables, but were valiantly repelled by police tactical operators deployed to safeguard the road against any invasion by criminal elements. Mr. Shehu disclosed that many bandits were fatally injured, with some of them believed to have escaped with gun injuries. He further noted that the corpses of those killed have been properly taken care of. And we continue with Lagos here, where an Uber driver and 2 other traffickers have been arrested by the operators of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, with cocaine at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. A statement on Sunday by the spokesman of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, said the Uber driver, Lawal Rashid, was arrested at the Satchel export shed of MMIA on Tuesday, June 8th. 2021, when he brought a consignment from his clients to a freight forwarder for exports to Malabo in Equatorial Guinea. He said when the package was searched, 150 grams of cocaine concealed inside 2 pieces of air fresheners were discovered. Mr. Babafemi disclosed that a follow-up operation led to the arrest of Egbo Maduka at his residence on Wednesday, June 9th. He said investigations have so far confirmed that Egbo is behind the 2 seizures of 50 grams of cocaine in hair attachments and another 150 grams of cocaine concealed in air freshener tin heading to Malabo. Now, the seizures were made on 4th and 8th June 2021, respectively. The spokesman said also on Friday, June 11th, 2021, a male passenger, Udogu Johnson, on Qatar Airlines from GRU in Brazil, was arrested at the arrival hall, MMIA Lagos, with 9 wraps of cocaine that weighed 300 grams in his underwear. And now politics. The Labour Party LP has elected its flag bearer for the November 6, 2021 Anambra State governorship election. The party delegates from the 21 local councils of the state converged on Noe, and they gave an overwhelming vote support that saw him emerge victorious. Now, the national chairman of the party, Julius Abure, said the party became the first to organize her primary elections because they are confident to show others how to organize a peaceful process. He announced that they would formally unveil Obiora Basimelo on August 9, 2021, when the party would kick off its governorship campaign in the state.
To change the narratives in the Nigerian state and in Anambra state. You will agree with me that the many challenges that the country and the state is having is as a result of failed leadership. Our primaries, you can see, was democratic. There was eternal party democracy. There was consensus building. There was consensus, and we all agree that he was the best candidate for the party.
I am quite prepared. I have a manifesto that borders around the major areas I feel Anambra State needs changes and improvements in. Okay, and those other parties, I wish them all the best, but I would say.
And Governor of Enugu State, Ifeanyi Uwai, has taken his 2nd dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine at the Governor's Lodge, Enugu. Now, the governor was inoculated by his personal physician, who administered the vaccine on the governor at the official residence in Enugu. Governor Wai had received the first jab of the vaccination on March 16th, where he was presented with his COVID-19 vaccination card. The inoculation exercise was supervised by officials of the State Ministry of Health and by Executive Secretary, Primary Health Care Development Agency, George Ugo. Also, the State Deputy Governor, Cecilia Eziolo, took her second dose of the vaccine shortly after the governor's vaccination.
Excellency has once again shown leadership and a good example by reminding every citizen of the state that he's not just taking the first dose, he has, again, publicly today, here in Government House, taking his second jab to be fully protected. We started this process earlier on in March when he took his first jab publicly.
And that's it for the news for a Monday.
Time for us to check out the newspaper headlines on Wake Up Nigeria. And we begin this morning with Daily Trust newspaper. Our Daily Trust newspaper has this as its major headline: Insecurity entices investors to airline business. 25 airlines on the way. Highway attacks make road transport unattractive. Boost in airlines operations, a global trend, and that's coming from experts. Down here we see bandits kill 12 on Sokoto Gusau Road, abduct 12 in Zaria. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu voted out after 12 years in power. Ogun woman sells daughters for 4.3 million, that's 300,000 naira. 5 FG building projects abandoned midway in Abuja. Here we also see Oyegun to Buhari deliver the change he promised Nigerians. Rising boat accidents threaten riverine economy. And finally, Igbo elites fueling Biafra agitations. And that's coming from Igige. Now, those are the stories in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. From there, we move to the Daily Times newspaper. Now, the Daily Times has this: weekend of bloodbath as lawlessness spreads. That's the major headline there. Here we also see agitators. Odige Oyeguntu Buhari APC listen to restructuring secession agitators. Politicians pay, reduce politicians pay, British former envoy tells Nigeria. Jihad declaration on Delta State. Police assure residents of safety. Now, those are the stories you catch in the Daily Times newspaper this morning. Now, from the Daily Times newspaper, we move on to News Direct. And News Direct has this as its major headline: Federal government to construct gas pipeline from Nigeria to Morocco. Up here, we see maritime security, improved regional Navy cooperation in focus at Gulf of Guinea Forum, tax defaulters to pay 50% of disbursed amounts before court hearing. Dangote $2 billion urea fertilizer plant pushes out 120 trucks every day. Down here, we see NCDMB, NNPC invest in 10.5 billion naira brass petroleum products terminal. Reconstruction work to begin on Papalanto Ilaru Shagamu Interchange Road soon. And that's coming from the governor himself, Dapo Abiodun. All of these stories in the Nigerian News Direct newspaper. And that's about it for the newspaper headlines this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. See me checking out Mike's biceps.
Nerf.
Show it to. I did not say your waist. Your waist, all you want is your waist. Biceps.
Biceps. Biceps are different places. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Let's focus. Yeah, so talking about fitness, man. Yeah, so over the weekend, of course, we all know the story about Christian Eriksen of Denmark and all of that. And it made a lot of people. So many things have happened, but something, when I went on social media, so it was shades, different shades of feelings that came in. But there was a place I really got scared. Somebody who had also survived this kind of attack, Fabrice Muamba, just put up a post. In a few seconds, it had over hundreds of thousands of retweets. He just said, please, God.
Wow.
He actually, his heart stopped for about 8 minutes on the pitch. A Tottenham Hotspur player.
He just wrote, please, God.
And then I was like, this was going to be... Footballers are about the fittest humans.
The fittest, I dare say. Sports people in general. Because you have to get tested. And especially with this COVID period, there are several tests they have to do. So before you get on the pitch, you're supposed to be at the height of your fitness. So for that kind of thing to happen, it's a shock on its own.
And contrary to what a lot of people were, saying, apparently he had never had COVID-19. He had never had any medical conditions. He had every medical exam known to man. Wow. So there was nothing wrong with him before he went onto the pitch.
My concerns are even wider. First off, the way he dropped, I was very concerned about that. I asked myself, weren't the signs from before? But then again, this is an argument because a friend of mine just passed the same conditions only just a couple of months ago. Secondly, it's about the team and how it was all attended to. How it was, everybody knew what to do. Nobody moved him immediately. Wait for the medic. Let them do that. They know the business they do. And then the way it was, the dignified way in which they actually kind of like try to cover up, give a bit of privacy. If those were my last moments on earth, I would be grateful to such a team. But flip that and make that a Nigerian instance. First of all, they would turn him over.
We always do.
I would have poured water on his face.
This is very important.
We all don't know what to do.
We don't hear it so much, but in 2 years, 2 players died on the same pitch in Nasarawa United. The same pitch, the same circumstances.
I bet you would have been different if everybody knew what to do in that instance. And that's
a different relator was brought into the pitch. His heart stopped.
I don't want to act like I don't know that these things happen. But let's also remember that internationally, this has happened to some players and they eventually died even on the pitch. So this can happen anywhere. However, I understand the arguments because I noticed, or even on social media, that was almost what we were talking about, the fact that even those that died eventually abroad, in quotes, they also had intense medical care. So it's just unfortunate that they died. But in Nigeria, even if you were meant to survive, the high likelihood that you might not.
And then
are
I think
the odds
also
truly in your favor if you're in this environment?
It also had an impact on the team because from before he collapsed, most of the game was played on the Finnish side. After he collapsed, it was the other way around. And Finland actually came around and won.
So he actually called them and told them to go ahead. But they should not have.
Yes, because it was a mental thing.
It was obvious.
Yes.
Because, look, they lost the match.
Yes.
I wish we had to talk about it.
I'm even surprised it was by just 1-0. I was expecting it to be much more because, my God.
I think the other team were being a little
lenient.
It was just one goal.
They were, because the way that team was playing, the way Finland was playing there.
But it all ends that he's okay, he's stable.
Yeah, we're happy for that.
He's alive. He might not play football again, but hey, come on, life is the most important thing.
Yeah. Well, we're glad. Thank you very much. Hey, tell us what you think. We'll be waiting for your comments. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. I can't wait to get started with cooking because today's delicacy is something so many people will definitely look forward to learning how to make. Today we have Chef Debbie Scott, always glowing with her rosy cheeks. Yes, they will not show us where the money is now. They'll just be looking at us.
There's no money on ground.
It's showing. see, even your nose is already doing like it's Pinocchio. Well, great to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we having for breakfast?
I'm going to make turkey and goat meat pepper soup.
Turkey and goat meat pepper soup. You see why I said this is a delicacy you don't want to miss learning. If you check on your screen right now, you will see the ingredients for the goat meat and turkey pepper soup. Some people don't realize that you can actually cook goat meat and turkey together as pepper soup. In fact, that's why they call some pepper soup assorted, right?
Yes.
But let's talk about the ingredients. Let's run through them.
Okay, I have here my scent leaf.
Okay.
Okay, then on my onions.
Okay.
Then I have the goat meat, the turkey, and
the knock cubes. Yes, that's what they're called, knock.
Yes, of course. So I have my uziza seed.
Okay.
My crayfish.
Okay.
My pepper soup spices.
Okay.
My herbs.
Okay. What makes up this?
Okay, I have here ginger, garlic, chili pepper.
How did you put them all together like that?
Okay, it's
a
natural
blend you did.
Yes, I did myself.
So okay.
There's six sorts here too.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Then here is we have curry.
Okay.
I have my yellow seasoning.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
Then I have my scotch bonnet, yellow one. Then here I have my ginger and garlic.
Ginger and garlic. So that's what you're currently chopping alongside the onions.
Yes.
Okay. So if I want to get this amount of scent leaves, how much would it cost me?
this particular amount.
Yeah.
You can't get this particular amount.
You always have to buy it.
Yeah, you have
in
to
bulk.
buy it, and then you can keep it in your fridge.
Okay. How long does it last in the fridge?
I bought this since Friday.
Okay.
So it's still fresh.
And it's still looking very fresh.
Yes, in my fridge.
So, like, how much do you, when you go to the market,
I
you
just
want
buy
to buy
100 naira.
100 naira, then you take the amount you need, you keep the rest, and you just be taking them little by little.
Of course, yes.
Okay, now, there's something I observed, the uziza seeds. Now, when you talk about pepper soup, there's a reason certain people are advised not to eat pepper soup, or in some cases, drink pepper soup. Even though you see it's the meat, but they'll say drink pepper soup. Now, the reason for this is the uziza seeds. These are the uziza seeds. You see them.
It's so harsh.
So, Chef Debbie, you tell us why certain people can't have this.
Okay, for pregnant women,
especially first trimester.
Yes, you can't take it because it's actually harsh, so harsh for the baby. Then maybe those ones that have ulcer and maybe mental kind of condition, they can't take it because it might have infect in their system. And it has a lot of pepper too.
Yeah, so if you want to make your pepper soup and still get away with it, try as much as possible to take this out. Some people don't know this, so this is something to take note of. Take out the uziza seeds. You can still make use of the rest of the ingredients, and you will still get the pepper soup as you want it. But the moment you put this on, you're taking a risk, and I tell you, it's not going to be worth it at all. All right, so we'll get on with our chopping here. We have everything ready, probably start cooking. But don't worry, when next we come to the kitchen, we'll have some more to show you.
Welcome back. It's about time for some motivation this Monday. It's a brand new week, and we have Nkem Ofonago. She's a certified senior professional in human resources, and she's on a mission to help busy professionals and entrepreneurs achieve work-life harmony. We're going to be discussing demystifying the myth of the work-life balance. You're welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Titi.
Okay, so work-life balance, that's a term we've heard in the past, what, 5 to 10 years, so many times. What exactly are they talking about?
Okay, thank you. Work-life balance is a globally accepted term, and it refers to the juggle between your work and your personal priorities. Okay. But the truth is, the extent to which you can determine the priorities, it differs for individuals over the course of your day, over the course of your week and month. So I give you an example. Today, I'm single, right? The demands of my life will be completely different if I move from this singlehood phase to being married. Okay. You understand? Yeah. So, but what I'm promoting is actually for us to move away from the narrative of balance to the narrative of harmony. Okay. Realizing that our demands of life changes. So, but what is most important is for you to understand what your priorities are at every point in time and meaningfully invest in them.
So I have to say, whenever I heard the term work-life balance, it kind of made me think it was directed at women almost all the time, or let's say 90% of the time. But we're talking about demystifying things now. So is this mostly true?
In fact, that's one of the first, I would say, myth of work-life balance. Because whenever you hear work-life balance, you think of women who have to wear several hats. The hat of a wife, a mother, an employee, a teacher, so many things, cook, right? So it's a myth, right? Yeah, but it's also important for us to know that it affects everyone, irrespective of your strata, or your strata rather, in the community or in the society. Whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're a woman or a man, everyone faces that challenge of being able to juggle our different priorities.
Okay. Let's talk about the men juggling priorities. So the women's is kind of a little more obvious, but let's pinpoint some of the things that men might be juggling.
A lot. Okay. Okay, bearing in mind that, you know, before now, you could say that, okay, a man is the breadwinner, the woman, most women in those days used to be stay-at-home mother. But right now, the mothers are at work, and the fathers are also at work. So right now, we all juggle, even the men juggle with parenting.
Okay.
Right? Because as a father, you have to be a present father. You have to be there, give the right attention to your children. So this is part of the demand of being a man. Okay. And also, you could think of your career, right? So you think of progressing in your career. So those are part of the demand. Okay. Relationship is there. So when you're thinking about demand, you have to look at the critical areas of your life. So your family is there. You're thinking about them. You're thinking about your health. Because if you have a health challenge, it's going to take a lot of time for you to pay attention to that area of your life. Okay. You're thinking about finances, to be able to provide for yourself and your other dependents, right? So those are the several things. Even your self-esteem. A lot of men battle with their self-esteem, their mental health, but a lot of times we'll pay attention to the women, right? So men have a lot to juggle with.
Okay. All right, so we're still demystifying this issue of work-life harmony. So let's see how we can shift people's mindset from work-life balance to harmony. What's the difference exactly?
Okay, I will say that balance talks about being able to achieve an equilibrium. Okay. But if you look at it in the real sense of it, balance does not really exist. It's more like an effort in fertility. Okay. Because you can have equal time, equal attention to every area of your life. But harmony seeks to prioritize the important areas. So I have a definition for work-life harmony, and I said it's a deliberate choice to meaningfully, deeply, and rewardingly prioritize the critical areas of your life, okay, so that you are making the right investment in terms of time, in terms of your energy and resources, so that you can be wholesomely productive.
Okay, so there's probably someone at home right now who's trying to connect with this idea of work-life harmony. Could you give us like a scenario for them to work with?
Okay, the first and the most important thing I always tell people when you are seeking to achieve that harmony is to, first of all, understand the critical areas of your life, the important areas of your life, because everything cannot be important, right? So understand what is important and then make out time for the things that are important. Give your 100%. But if you realize that the reason why a lot of people get burnt out, overwhelmed, is that they want to do it all. So find out the ones that you can focus on and then delegate or outsource. Even organizations understand the importance of outsourcing. Okay. So that's why they focus on their core and then outsource the non-core.
But then that's when they come for us women that would like to outsource the house chores to nannies and housekeepers. And
it's for your own good.
Okay.
It's for your own good.
So outsourcing is not a bad thing.
It's not at all.
Okay.
It's in fact, it's an important management tool.
Okay.
For individuals, for organizations, because you can't do it all. Okay. A lot of time, the reason why we burn out is that we have that I can do it all mentality. We want to do everything, but we can't at the same time.
Okay.
We can't.
So I'm trying to think of other things I can outsource. What else can I outsource right now? So I know
outsource your laundry.
Yeah, outsource laundry.
Outsource shopping.
Okay.
You can even outsource cooking.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can probably have a caterer deliver
of course.
food. Well, outsourcing laundry is, I don't know, but there are laundrymen out there that are looking for work and all that. But then, am I not now putting the burden on my finances? Because if I'm not financially capable of
doing that,
what do I do?
There are various ways that you can achieve that. Do you understand? You don't have to go for the most expensive ones. Okay. I have a situation where someone can even come to your house. So it could be the cleaner that comes to your house and also help you to do laundry. Okay. It might not be as expensive as, of course, those established brands out there.
Yeah.
So there are different ways to automate your life.
All right. So I love this word outsourcing. I like that word. But then again, there are some people that feel, there's some things I have to do at a certain time. Okay. And they've probably gotten lost in that whirlwind of, this is my responsibility. This is something I have to do. But when the time is right, maybe they start to change their minds along the way. And with people like you to give some advice and, you know, help people along the way, I guess they'll get there faster. I have to say a big thank you to you for coming to talk to us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. So what are you going to be doing to adjust your work-life harmony? A few questions you can ask this holiday Monday. We are going to be heading straight to the kitchen. Mary is standing by with the chef.
Thank you very much, Titi. You know, what better motivation than breakfast? Really, what better motivation? And when you're talking about breakfast, there's actually something many people take for granted, the wonders of pepper soup. It makes fantastic breakfast. Yeah. Like, why should you take a cup of hot tea or hot coffee when you can have a warm bowl of pepper soup to start your day? I can see Mike waving at me like, your head did here. This is the kind of motivation Mike needs early in the morning on any day, not even just Monday morning. Chef Debbie Scott is still in charge. She's the one making us breakfast. And we've got the trusty Kana to help us ensure we have the taste right this morning. Okay, so that's our pepper soup. Can we take a look at it? Oh, my goodness. What have we put in there? Water. Okay, yeah, I know what
I put water.
Okay.
The herbs.
Okay, the herbs. This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Then curry and seasoning with Scotch bonnet.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so I'm curious about something. When people are making pepper soup, they tend to put in all the spices at once and let them cook. But I observed you did not put all your spices in. Is there a particular reason for that?
The reason is I actually want this seed to taste, you know, to taste like as if it's still fresh.
Okay.
Then I want the crayfish to be fresh.
It won't be too sharp?
No, it won't.
Oh.
Then the Scotch bonnet too.
Oh.
I want it to be fresh, that's all.
Oh. So you let the meats cook with the rest of the spices, then you put this in just when the pepper soup is almost ready?
No. I put it when I just parboil the meat a bit. Okay. Then I want to add the other stuff inside.
Okay. So this has been cooking for like 10 minutes. How many more minutes? I know goat's meat especially can take a long while to cook.
No, goat's meat, it depends on the type of goat's meat. If it's the male, it cooks within 10, not even up to 10 minutes.
But if it's the female? But how can you tell which one is the male or female with this one, the way it is? When you go to buy it, you say, please, is this the male?
No, the female is actually hard.
Okay.
Very hard. The skin is very hard.
So immediately you get it, you already know what you're in for.
Yes. So when you're cooking, just prepare that your gas.
So this one looks soft. So that's the male, Abi?
Yes, that's the male.
Ah, they all look the same to me.
Yeah, they have different smell too.
Okay. The female is
the male smells, while the female doesn't have that, you know, loud
strong smell like the male. Okay. Now let's talk about things you can use pepper soup for. Besides the fact that pepper soup is already a whole meal on its own, what other ways can you eat pepper soup?
You can use your unripe plantain.
Okay.
Sweet potato, Irish potato.
Okay.
You can eat it with agidi.
Okay.
You know agidi, right?
Yes.
Then you can even eat it with you can even eat it with rice.
Rice. Then rice and pepper soup. Okay.
Of course,
yes.
you can.
I see that being sold a lot, especially Computer Village. Those ladies are making a killing, like rice and pepper soup, especially on a cold day. It's amazing.
It tastes nice too.
Yeah. Okay, so these are different ways you can actually make use of your pepper soup. Not every time the boring rice and stew, rice and vegetable soup and all. You can always alternate with pepper soup, and it's very easy to cook. As you can see, it's not just enough for you to just cook the soup itself. You can cook it with the meat. So she's putting in all the spices now. Chef Debbie, are you sure it's time for us to put in all the spices?
Yeah, it's time.
So when you put in all the spices, how many more minutes left?
I'll just give it for maybe 10 minutes. 10
minutes, and it's ready?
Yes, it's ready.
Can you see now? Quick. Easy to make breakfast.
Of course.
Pepper soup. Okay. So the uziza seeds go in first.
Yeah.
I can find the uziza seeds at any market. How much will it cost me to get a...
It's very expensive now. You just get a little one. Maybe it's not up to this.
Yeah.
For 100 naira.
Wow.
Or 200.
So this amount would be like 500.
And this amount is about 300.
300. Wow. So Uziza seeds are very expensive now. So if you want to, especially if you fall within the category we explained earlier, you might want to ditch it from the pepper soup. No, I don't think Chef Debbie would recommend that if you want the wholesome pepper soup she's making. But it's all good. As they say, the best part of cooking is the eating, and that you will get to see at the end of the show. However, we still have 45 minutes before then. The first hour is over, 45 minutes left to go. See you in the next hour. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, again, you are welcome to the second hour of your favorite breakfast show on television. The first hour just went by and we have 45 minutes already to go. But you already know this because Mary kind of like took our jobs and told you this. She's going for your job.
Well, hey, she's going for yours too. We are going to be here for the next 45 minutes. Wake Up Nigeria is the show where we make sure that your day is reconditioned to up your game.
Yes, indeed.
And trust me, if we were not here, where would we really, like, what would we be doing?
I don't know.
We'd be sleeping. We'd be sleeping.
Mary.
But really, we have so much planned for today. We have so much planned. I'm going to make sure that you note the color combo here.
Yeah, look like
can you see the color?
Like a breakfast cereal.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Mary, you do like this setup, don't you?
No, I don't.
Come on, Mary.
No, I don't.
Don't be jelly.
I would have loved the pants, and then you have to just put ketchup on it.
Oh, you want my pants? That's a bit too adult for this show. Mary.
Mazino, pants.
It's not a kid's show.
Which other language? How can I say it again? Mazino. It's too early. It's a Monday morning. Public holiday. Children are at home. Everybody is at home. Please. Please.
It's all good. Hey, we're all dressed up and like a Monday morning, we are reevaluating our choice for a groom. No, sorry. What I really meant to say is that we're actually conditioning ourselves for a very long haul type life. So you guys just stick right there. We will be with you for the next 45 minutes, and you're going to love what we have to give to you. Great world of exciting experience coming your way here on Wake Up Nigeria.
It's always an adventure on this show. My name is Titi Wings.
Of course, my name is Mazino Appeal. Remember, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
Yeah, you can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world through our mobile app. Just download that app, Google Play, iOS, no matter what it is. Just watch us and follow us across all social media handles. Instagram and Facebook specifically.
At TVC Connect. All right. And on SME, we can't wait. We will be joined by the CEO of Dripped Auto Limited, Africa's premium car aesthetics professional. Dripped Auto Limited is West Africa's car aesthetics upgrade company, and I've seen a lot of work that they do, and I'm just sad that I didn't bring my car in today.
What did you bring in, your bike?
I rode.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Really? Was a good day to ride. Public holiday.
To your bike.
Anything you do to a bike is distraction.
Yeah, that's why I need you to put it on your bike.
You just want to kill me.
Why?
No, I didn't say so.
Why would you say that?
See, this is rivalry we have. It's like, I don't know what it is.
Yes, speaking of rivalry, now there was
what is segue?
Well, I don't think we could call it a rivalry. It's unfair to call it a rivalry, really.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
A lot of people are putting it out there as if it is.
Tell what it is exactly.
A lot of people are putting it out there as if it is. Of course, Music Minister Tope Alabi has been in the news for the past few days. It's I wasn't actually sure what was going on until I heard that it had to do with music and some certain terms that were used. Oniduro, right?
Yeah, Oniduro.
Yeah, Oniduro. That's right.
What exactly does
Mary,
it mean?
help us out, please.
It should be Oniduro.
Exactly.
Well, because I don't think it should be Oniduro.
Yeah.
So the word guarantor or shorty or
whatever. If it's guarantor, then it's Oniduro.
Oniduro?
Yeah.
Oniduro.
Yeah, someone that stands in for
What was wrong with the use of the word is what I don't get.
Okay, so now that's what remains to be seen. Really.
She said
it's not been clarified by her.
So you see, this thing happens a lot with gospel artists or pastors and all of that. You pick up a song or you hear something, and you feel like God in His awesomeness should not be, described by such a particular term. That's what happened. And a lot of people say it. So she said, okay, Oniduro guarantor. So it seems, why should you call, God is not a guarantor per se, because in that regard, the guarantor would seem like there's somebody above him, higher than him.
See,
This
You know something
because she was saying this in reference to who?
To a song.
To a song by another artist.
You know one thing I realized about.
So, but the interesting about
the song is
the
trending though.
Yeah, the way most everybody just came at Tope Alabi.
Yeah.
Like, I like this song. As celebrities go like, it's my best song.
Yeah, but you know something that happened last year?
Yeah.
The lockdown created a shift in people's mentality. It created a shift in the way people see religion, people see worship of God. People have learned to personalize God. So how God works for you or who you choose God to be for you is different from the way I choose God to be for me. So let it be so. And it's also, I think it's positive that now people will learn to draw the line when you're trying to teach people how to love God. Hello, you don't know what God has done for me. Allow me to love him the way I want to.
The way I perceive God is different from the way you perceive God. But then again, what you say with your mouth about God also is important, but we don't have time to go into all of that.
That's interesting. Yeah. Well,
yeah, we don't have
for
time
the next generation, God is AI, because that's where all worship happens right now. Welcome. It's the news again for the second hour. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now we begin with an armed robbery attack which has been foiled by operators of the Nigeria Police Force in Zamfara State. The standoff, which took place earlier yesterday along Gusau-Sokoto Road near Dogon Karfe in Bakura LGA, led to the killing of many bandits who engaged the police for about 4 hours. According to a statement signed by the state police spokesman, Mohammed Shehu said the robbers planned to rob innocent commuters of their valuables, but were valiantly repelled by police tactical operators deployed to safeguard the road against any invasion by criminal elements. Now, Mr. Shehu disclosed that many bandits were fatally injured, with some of them believed to have escaped with gun injuries. He further noted that the corpses of those killed have been properly taken care of. And also, an Uber driver and 2 other traffickers have been arrested by the operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, with cocaine at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. A statement on Sunday by the spokesman of the NDLEA, Mr. Femi Babafemi, said the Uber driver, Lawal Rashid, was arrested at the SAHCO export shed of Murtala Mohammed International Airport on Tuesday, June 8th, when he brought a consignment from his clients to a freight forwarder for exports to Malabo in Equatorial Guinea. He said then the package was searched. When it was searched, 150 grams of cocaine concealed inside 2 pieces of air fresheners were discovered. Mr. Babafemi disclosed that a follow-up operation led to the arrest of Egbo Maduka at the residence, his residence on Wednesday, June 9th. He said investigators have so far confirmed that Egbo is behind the 2 seizures of 50 grams of cocaine in hair attachments and other 150 grams of cocaine concealed in air freshener tins heading to Malabo. The seizures were made on 4th and 8th June 2021, respectively. The spokesman said also on Friday, June 11th, 2021, a male passenger, Udogu Johnson, on Qatar Airlines from Gru in Brazil, was arrested at the arrival hall, MMIA, Lagos, with the wraps of cocaine that weighed 300 grams in his underwear. And now on to politics. The Labour Party, LP, has elected its flag bearer for the November 6, 2021 Anambra State governorship election. The party delegates from the 21 local councils of the state converged on Nnewi, gave Obiora Agbesimelo an overwhelming voice vote support that saw him emerge victorious. The national chairman of the party, Julius Abure, said the party became the first to organize their primary elections because they are confident to show others how to organize a peaceful process. He announced that they would formally unveil Obiora on August 9th, 2021, when the party would kick off its governorship campaign in the state.
To change the narratives in the Nigerian state and in Anambra state. You will agree with me that the many challenges that the country and the state is having is as a result of failed leadership. Our primaries, you can see, was democratic. There was eternal party democracy. There was consensus building. There was consensus. And we all agree that he was the best candidate for the party.
I am quite prepared. I have a manifesto that borders around the major areas I feel Anambra State needs changes and improvements in. Okay.
And that's the news the second hour. All right, now I'm very excited about this next interview here for SME. We have been joined by the CEO of Dripped Auto Limited. That's my pitch for a voiceover when they do come around to making an advert. Anyway, Dripped Auto Limited is West Africa's car aesthetics upgrade company focused on engineering customer smiles through enhanced driving aids. Now, they install premium tech products that provide navigation, entertainment, and beautification solutions aimed at improving overall in-car experience. Now, they call you Chef V around these parts because you're not only just a car enthusiast, you're also a chef.
Yeah, a chef, actually.
You're welcome, man. Good to have you here on the show. You're also my twin, as I can see. We did not pre-arrange this.
Yeah, we did not, guys.
It just happened, but I look better. In any case, good to have you here on the show.
Thank you very much.
First off, like I said from before, everybody sees you as or calls you a chef around here because you've been here on the show from before.
Yeah.
I want to know where the interest for car aesthetics and systems came in, and when you made that change.
Okay, well, I've actually been into tech for well over a decade now. I think during the advent of the whole phone, before we had the Android and the Apple phones, I used to be like this tech guy at a computer village. You get, so that was where the whole love for, because new devices were coming up at that time.
Yeah.
So I had that interest before deviating to food.
Oh, okay.
And then being someone that I like food and I like preparing really nice meals. So I think that transcended also into the car aspect because at some point I was looking for something in my car that would make my car look really nice. So I did like lots of searches around and I couldn't find anything to interest me. So I'm like, if I get what I want, I'll go into the business.
Okay.
So over time, I actually did some reading. I got the contacts overseas. Okay. And then they had products that I wanted. Now, not just your regular products, these are high-end products. Because you notice that in Nigeria, you have a lot of people importing lots of products, but when it comes to standard, there are just very few who actually decide on, okay, we're doing what is standard. Okay. So because of the love for good food, I think I could say there was a link because I didn't want to sell anything. I didn't want to dish out any product. We had to focus on high-end products.
High-end products, and that's where the whole auto drip thing really started from.
Yeah.
So what Victor does is he sort of like pimps your car up with systems that actually enable you have an experience like no other, especially when you are on the road. Now, I've seen a lot of your stuff, especially with the celebrities. I'm wondering why you haven't dripped my car yet, but it's okay.
Okay, we'll do that very soon. We'll show you.
I've seen what these products are like and how they function and how they work, and that it is now your business and it's something that you're also passionate about is also a big deal. It brings me to ask, when people want to go into certain kinds of businesses, what they should decide to go into. What advice would you give anybody who has any idea whatsoever in the world and them deciding on what business to go into?
Okay. Well, for me, I believe whatever we're doing is worth doing well. If you're going to get into a business, first of all, you have develop passion for that business because there are days where you wake up and you don't even have one motivation. Now it's your passion, they need to be in that business that keeps you. So if you're going to go into any business at all, first of all, have passion, and then be someone who people can actually entrust with their funds to give them the best.
Let's talk about these funds now.
Okay.
For starters, how much did you invest? Now, we spoke from before, and you told me how much the average system for one of these cars cost. Now, I'm imagining if you had to start with 5 units, that was a lot of money. So let's find out exactly how much you had to invest in.
Okay, I'll give you an estimated amount. Okay. Initially, when I started, I can be corrected for this, but I think there wasn't anyone doing this business. So you know where you're about venturing into a new space entirely, and you're like, there's no mentor to call and ask questions. So I think I invested about 2 million or thereabouts. Oh wow! That was funds I sourced from family members and friends. Now getting that, it took mind to actually throw in that cash, because it's not like it's something you've been doing and you're expecting,
it might
when
just
I put
go down
this,
the drain.
you understand?
You never know.
So even no matter how much you have, you want to put in, just be ready to push it, regardless of how it goes.
Now, are you an engineer by any chance?
Yeah, I actually studied computer science.
Aha, okay.
So, but to me, that is not even. I'm not even applying that to this business.
Okay.
Because the Nigerian education system, you do more of theory than practical.
Yeah.
So this was something I had to learn all over again, and then coupled with the manufacturers of this product, I was opportuned to actually get to meet a direct supplier who actually manufactures this system. Okay. So now they let you know, like they put you through a series of training that with time gets you understanding the product. So it's not just about selling, it's about understanding the product and knowing, oh, there's an issue and you can resolve it. Like I had a celebrity made a comment. He was like, the reason why I'm patronizing you is because each time I have an issue, I call you and you're able to resolve
customer
it.
relations.
Exactly.
So that's another thing to look at when you're going into a business, your customer relations. What is it like? Do you have good customer relations with the people who you're actually selling to? Very interesting. One other thing, let's talk about these products. What are they exactly? Can you mention a few of them?
Okay, so we have the navigation system. Now, the navigation system, people might ask, why do I need a screen in my car? Now, this is 2021, and the world has evolved. And I remember cars just having regular car stereos back in the days. Yeah. But right now, with the whole advent of technology on its own, especially phones, you find people trying to clutch on their phones while driving, and that is really unsafe. Bad, So, but with this screen in your car, you can be able to drive, put your location on the nav screen. It takes you, because it's Wi-Fi enabled. Some comes with SIM card, so you can put the SIM card. You have internet access. So with the screen, you can navigate. You can also stream online media if your songs. Now we do not advise clients to watch videos on this system. Okay, but it is possible. But it's possible. So it's locked. You as the client can actually unlock the feature if you have a passenger with you. But it's locked. You make sure it's music and navigation. They will also have the app start / push to start system. Now, what does it do? From your phone, you can start your car anywhere in the world. Really? Yes. You don't really have to be. Why would I want to do that, Chike? I don't understand. Why don't I start my car in Festa? Now, some people like to warm their car, like they say. Then there is that. So instead of calling someone to say, go pick the key somewhere, and from wherever you are, from your app, you start your car, you lock it. Does it come with a warning that do not do this if your grandmother is at home? Otherwise, she's going to freak out. That reminded me of when I took my car to the east, and then I started I traveled to Aba. I started my car. I was in Aba, the car was in Owerri. I started my car. And the village people gathered around. They were like, what's going on here? It was my dad that called me and was telling me, like, the reaction was crazy. I can imagine. But it's actually lovely tech because of its functions. You can track the car. You can shut it down. So it's like a security system at the same time push to start. One thing I find very interesting in all of this, that it's your business, it's your passion. It's something that actually is unique because you're one of, if not the only person that is doing it in Lagos, Nigeria at the moment, and that you had to find a niche to start such a business, which is a takeaway from me. And I absolutely applaud what you do. It's fantastic. It's great having you here, Victor. Thank you very much. And we look forward to much more that you could do. Everybody here has cars. Mary, everybody, Mike, everybody would want one of these, wouldn't we? Of course we would. You don't want car navigation system in your car, like, Victor's putting in everybody's car now. Too much technology is not good.
See, Mazino, you are talking too much. Mike's problem right now is this pepper soup.
I can imagine.
Too much navigation without pepper soup in his life this morning. It's not going to be something. It's my solution.
Tell you what, let me bring him over to the kitchen so that you guys can actually help feed our guests. He's a chef, but all chefs need to eat as well. So why don't you?
Packaging. When he's cooking like this, Chef B is going to have you. Chef Uncle V.
Auto drip.
Nice, easy.
It looks nice, Abby. You don't even see that. Did we tell you I was going to eat it?
I think that's my own.
Which one? Bros, focus on what you have. Be a Joe boy right now.
Okay.
All right, welcome to the kitchen, Chef
Thank
V.
you very much.
Sharply. No wasting of time.
Welcome to the kitchen, Victor, because you're not the chef today. Today we have Chef Debbie Scott, and she's made breakfast. Goat meat and turkey pepper soup. Okay, so tell us what you've done to this soup while it digs in.
Okay.
Be digging it. You want me to add some quinoa in now? You want me to add some?
The preparation was it's short, very, very short. I parboiled the turkey and goat meat with the natural herbs and curry, ginger, and garlic. Yeah. Then
Wonderful.
Before adding
it's okay.
Mike just wants to be able to dig in. So, Chef V, please tell us.
It's okay.
What do you make of
this? This is amazing. Trust me.
It is, eh?
Yeah, it gives me like throwback to when my kid brother was born. It is like what they prepare for my mom. So like I just
Ross, that your kid brother is out now. As in the way he's saying his kid brother, you think he's like a year old.
No, he's like 10 years.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And he's taking you that throwback.
Yeah, like this is nice.
We'll see you tomorrow. Mazino, why are you ready? Are you a rodeo? What are you doing?
Mazino? No, he's because of the live video. Yeah, just having a ball there.
We're on live, by the way.
Yeah, we're on Instagram
You
live.
can actually catch us on Instagram live during the show for some behind the scenes. It's actually very interesting as well. I will catch you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Mike has said this several times.
7 a.m. people. 7 a.m.
Enjoy your day.